So last week we said that an arc length is actually just a fraction of the circumference of the circle. And this is proportional to, the measure of the central angle over 360. So we know that the circumference is given by 2 pi r is equal to central angle over 360. So to find the arc length, we can actually multiply both sides by 2 pi r and use this formula here, which is x over 360 times 2 pi r to find, an arc length. So this week we're actually going to talk about the area of a sector. But what is a sector? A sector is a part of a circle that is bounded by 2 radii. So in this figure, this shaded region here is actually enclosed by 2 radii and the corresponding intercepted arc. So to find the area of a sector, similar to how we did last week with arc length, we're actually just looking for a fraction of the area of a circle. So if you get the ratio between the area of a sector over the area of a circle, which is pi r squared, now that is actually proportional to the corresponding central angle all over the total angles in a circle, which is 360. So area of a sector divided by the area of a circle, which is pi r squared, is proportional to x over 360. So if we multiply both sides by pi r squared, we will come up with this formula over here, which we can use to find the sector or the area of a certain sector of a circle. So let's take a look at some examples. So number 1, calculate the sector area below. So in other words, we're going to find the area of the shaded region. So since we know the formula, sector area over area of a circle, which is pi r squared, is equal to the central angle over 360. So the sector area is what we're looking for. So let's write area over the area of a circle, which is pi, substitute 16 for radius, is equal to x, which is the central angle, so that's 120 over 360. Now, if you reduce 120 over 360, this will just be actually 1/3, right? So going back here, the area is equal to 1/3 times pi and 16 to the second power. So the area will be equal to, so approximately will be 267.95. So the approximate area of the shaded region here is 267.95 square meters. In example 2, the circle has a radius of 12 inches. Find the area of sector whose central angle is 120 degrees. So let's use the formula pi r squared times the central angle, which is x, over 360. So the radius is 12, so pi 12 squared times 120 over 360. So this will be 144 pi. If you reduce 120 over 360, it will just become 1/3. So let's get the total of this one. It's 144 times 3.14 divided by 3. So this is approximately 150.72 inches squared. So that's the area of the sector. Example 3. The area of a circle is 225 pi inches squared. Find area of sector whose central angle has a measure of 45 degrees. So let's use our formula. Sector over pi r squared is equal to x, which is the central angle, over 360. So substituting the values, we're looking for the area sector, and then the area of the circle is 225 pi, and the central angle is 45 over 360. So let's continue here. So to find the sector, we'll get 45 over 360 times 225 pi. So go ahead and do that in your calculator and get the final answer. Okay, so verify. I got 88.3125. So if you round that off, the sector will have an approximate area of 88.31. The unit used is square inches. Okay, the third one. Find the measure of the central angle of the sector if its sector area is 15.7 pi meters and the circle radius of 6 meters. So following the formula, there's no format. Okay, so following the formula, the sector area has 15.7 pi. Okay, over the area of the circle, which is pi 6 squared, equals, we don't know the measure of the central angle, over 360. So to find x, we multiply 360 to the other side. So x will be equal to 360 times 15.7 pi over pi 6, 6 squared is 36. So the pi on top and the pi at the bottom cancel out. So 360 divided by 36, that will become 10. So 15.7 times 10 would be 157. So the final answer here, x, is equal to 157 degrees. So that's the measure of the central angle. So those are some examples on how to use the formula for finding the area of a sector.